Now, this Monday, OpenAI is set to announce plans for a search engine powered by artificial intelligence. That's according to Reuters news agency. It's the latest challenge to search king Google, and that announcement would come a day before Google's annual developer conference. Well, for more, I'm joined by our technology editor, Peter O'Brien. Peter, is Google nervous about this?
Hi, Alison. Good question. I think if you ask Google CEO Sundar Pichai, he would not say he's nervous. He'd say he was not sweating, and certainly he'd say he's not dancing to anyone's tune. In fact, that's exactly what he told Bloomberg this week in an interview with Emily Chang. That was a jibe at Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, who in February last year said the release of their new Bing chat with artificial intelligence would make Google dance. Perhaps it's more a reflection on Google, though, that Sundar Pichai is still rattled about this comment more than a year later. Certainly since September, Bing has absolutely been on the forefront. It was once widely mocked as a search engine, but now if you use Bing, it will give you a summary of results using an AI chatbot that pops up. You can also use Copilot, which not only generates responses but also gives you citations to the news articles where it's found the information. And it's not just Microsoft, as you say. OpenAI will be launching, we think, its very own search engine powered by its cutting-edge AI. And there's another company that's thrown its hat in the ring, Perplexity AI, also based in San Francisco, with just a few dozen employees. They now have more than 10 million monthly active users. For my money, it's the most streamlined AI search engine experience. They call it an answer engine. And my colleague Guillaume Calais in April caught up with Aravind Srinivas, who's the CEO of Perplexity. Take a listen.
Perplexity is a conversational answer engine. It just directly gives you answers to your questions with references provided in the form of citations. And our company is trying to reimagine what the future of search looks like. Search is the most fundamental, largest software category. It's a software used by billions of people. So our company is trying to reimagine that by trying to take us from consuming 10 blue links to personalized answers that just cut through the noise that exists on the web and gives you exactly what you wanted.
Yeah, so when he says cut through the noise there, he's specifically referring to Google, which has come under criticism in recent years for its search results being bombarded with ads and kind of junk results, websites that are just there to optimize their placement in the Google results just to get more ad revenue. A lot of these pages are now even generated by AI. Personally, I think the criticism sometimes goes a bit far. I still find it very easy to find the information that I need to find on Google, but Google is under pressure, and it's not only introduced AI-powered results for its search engine, but that's only been for beta testers up to now. And its chatbot Gemini, which used to be called Bard, did provide citations when it searched the web, but those seem to have disappeared in the last week. I certainly can't find them anymore. Gemini, by all accounts, is one of the most powerful AI models, but as this competition is very fierce, we're expecting on Tuesday Google to try and prove that it's dancing, but in its own way, and perhaps without doing the one step forward, two step backward dance moves.
Okay, gosh, I feel so out of the loop. I only ever kind of naturally go to Google, but I'm going to have to try out some of these other search engines. They sound good. How could this change the internet? Are we still going to be Googling in 10 years' time, or will we be open AIing or something else?
I think, they've got to start thinking about, because I can't imagine myself, I'm just going to perplexity that. It just doesn't have the same
kind
ring
of
to it.
fun verb.
But we can see in this chart here that there is still a massive mountain to climb. I mean, look at Google's dominance over search. Billions are still reliant on it. What this doesn't quite capture is how many people are using different websites other than search engines to do their information gathering now. So on places like TikTok, Reddit, Wikipedia directly, YouTube, of course, and now increasingly these AI chatbots. TikTok is particularly used by young people, for instance, to search up information. There's also the little thing of the biggest antitrust trial in 2 decades. So Google is accused by the Justice Department in the US of having an unfair monopoly over the search engine market, over things using things like its contracts with Apple to make sure it remains the default choice when you search on your phone. Even if there is a ruling in Google's favor, I think if these AI search engines start to get much better, well, these contractors could start looking elsewhere. And in terms of what that means for the internet, I'm not sure it's good for news for us, Alison, if these chatbots really do demolish everything in their path. Or what happens to original writing? If we no longer need to go on news websites but have everything summarized for us, how are those news websites going to get paid? Obviously, we've seen some of them start to do deals with these AI companies. But yeah, you do have the question, doesn't that just consolidate more power around these tech companies to decide who gets to feature on their chatbots results? And in any case, they're trained on what humans write, and they look up things humans write. So if there are fewer humans writing things, what happens to information in the world?
Yeah. At a certain point, they're going to run out of material if we're not making any new material for them.